Hi guys, this is Brown with with 3 product reviews. The first product review, I will be reviewing the Dixie Diner Dixie Carb Counters cup of spaghetti. It's supposed to be spaghetti, but they left out the word. This is what it looks like. Um, the correct name of the company, I didn't know this because I wasn't paying attention, but the correct name is Dixie Diner Club. They're located in Tomball, Texas. The people is very nice. It smells really good. It really does. Um, the facts on here is pretty good. 111 calories. Let's see here. I hate when they don't list these in particular order. It's all sporadic. Sugar is 0. 5 net carbs and 17 grams of protein. That's pretty decent for this type of food. I gotta say, this smells way better than that nasty macaroni and cheese I had the other day. It's like $3.99 from Nutrition. You can order from Dixie Diner's website directly. However, it's cheaper if you go through Nutrition, product-wise, and also the shipping-wise, because it's only $4.95 for shipping. And also, to let y'all know, Dixie Diner Club, that's the correct name of the company, they're a member of the Houston BBB, so it is a reputable company. I have called them up with all kinds of questions, and they're the nicest people to deal with. And this is what it looks like inside the cup. Now, like I said, like the macaroni and cheese, you have to leave them in the microwave for cook it for a minute or two, depending on your microwave. You stir it up, and you let it sit for a couple minutes. Don't eat it right away because it's runny. You have to let it thicken up. Because it's runny like soup when it comes out. This is what it looks like. And now, don't expect long, because the noodles in here are not very long, so don't expect long spaghetti noodles. And I only saw one meatball when I dumped the little envelope inside. So I'm going to... And now I tasted this after I let it sit for a couple minutes, and it kind of was bland, so I put some grated Parmesan cheese in it. You know, the little Kraft bottle one that comes in the bottle, and you just shake it. And also I added a couple, some Italian seasoning that I use on my pizza. So I'm going to taste this here with all the stuff I added on. Give it some kick. Pretty good. Now, it's not like regular spaghetti, obviously, being health food, but it does have little tiny bits of hamburger meat in it. I only saw one meatball, so I thought that was it, but I just had a little bite of hamburger meat, or imitation hamburger meat, whatever that could be. It's pretty good. I'll give it a 7 out of 10. Way better than that macaroni and cheese. That macaroni and cheese was god-awful. So, yeah, 7 out of 10 is pretty good. This would do in a pinch, or if you don't have a refrigerator at work, or you know, if you're out camping, or something like that. The second product review I will be doing will be the Think Thin bars. I saw these at Tom Thumb. They're like $1 to $2 depending on the particular location. Now, folks, I don't shop at Tom Thumb every single time because they're very expensive, to tell you the truth. I was in there looking for my flat out bread before I found it at Walmart. And like I said in my video, I found one package of flat out bread. It was tossed to some on the soup aisle. And I found it laying on some cans of soup. And I said, well, you know, and I went up to them and I said, where is this located inside the store? And they didn't know. And they didn't scan. And they actually thought that someone bought that in and just tossed it to the side because it didn't, when they scanned it at the cash register, it would not scan. So I don't even know if Tom Thumb ever carries it. You can look on the website, and I try to do that, and it didn't come up with Tom Thumb in my area. So somebody must have returned it from the wrong store, actually. And I didn't mess with that ever again. But you can get them at Walmart where they slice up the cheese and deli meats on the bottom of the case, down like a little tiny shelf at the very bottom. But getting back to the Thick Thin bars, I do not care for this particular flavor, which is the caramel fudge. is not my favorite. Half the bar is almost gone. The nutrition facts are iffy on this. 240 calories is extremely high for my taste. Zero sugars. It is sugar free. 22 net carbs. The carbs are high on here, and 12 grams of sugar alcohols. Now, this applies to anyone, non-weight loss surgery and weight loss surgery folks. Be careful with the sugar alcohols, because sometimes it will give you bad stomach ache and it will give you the trots. Just be careful. My grandma even has to worry about that because she's a diabetic and it affects her too. And she didn't have no weight loss surgery. You know, she gets too much sugar alcohols, it will tear her up. And you get out of the way too. Now, the sugar alcohols on here is 12, so it was kind of high for me. So what I did, and what I suggest people, is do not consume the whole entire bar in one day. Take a bite of it, or take a bite in the AM or take a bite in the PM, see how it affects you. Just don't dive right into it, because like I said, it can tear you up. So that's what I did. I spread this out in 3 different days, just to make sure it didn't worry about bother me, and it didn't bother me. Some sugar alcohols do, and some don't. I think it actually has to do with the particular sugar alcohol or the ingredient that they use. It is made with whey protein isolate and soy protein and things like that. And like I said, this is not my favorite flavor. I like caramel, but I didn't like this. Now, the other flavor I did like was the Thick Thin Bar Brownie Crunch. I could have sworn I got a third flavor, and I can't find it. I think maybe I had lost it or threw it away by mistake. This one's pretty good. I like this one. The stats on here is almost the same. 230 calories, 12 grams of sugar alcohols, 0 sugars. And also, you got to be careful with these carbs. It is supposedly 22 net carbs, but also in the other column, it has other carbs, not grams. And I don't know what other carb is. So I would not recommend consuming these every day at all. I would maybe recommend doing this maybe once a week due to the high calorie content and other carbs, which is 9, which I don't know what that is. If you do know what what other carbs mean, please let me know, because I haven't really seen that in packaging. As you can tell, I took a couple bites out of this. Now, I have these in a Ziploc baggie, so this has been open for a couple of days. I just nibbled on it to make sure it was okay. So just be careful with that, because I like Power Crunch bars, and the nutrition facts on there is better. 200 calories, 9 net carbs, 5 sugars. My program, I can have up to 12 to 14, up to 14 sugars. Personally, I kind of try and keep it lower than that, 12, for my taste. And 13 grams of protein. I would rather have a little bit lower protein count than all this extra carbs and calories and sugars and sugar alcohols. And I will be doing a review on the Power Crunch bars, because they are very good. The company was nice enough to send me a box, actually 2 boxes. I was just expecting 2 bars, a couple bars, because I just asked them for some samples, and they were nice enough to send me a couple boxes, and I will be doing reviews on those. If you have any questions, just post them below, and hopefully this helps somebody. And like I said, 7 out of 10. And also, the chocolate one, I will give a 9 out of 10 for taste, but nutrition-wise, 5 out of 10. Just be careful with the nutrition facts on the Thick Thin bars. I most likely will not get those again, to tell you the truth, because of the nutrition facts. And I don't shop every day at Tom Thumb, obviously. Hell, I only go in there once a month, even that, because it's just too expensive for my taste. I can't afford it, really. I'll shop at Albertsons or Walmart and sometimes Target. But if you have any questions, just post them below, and talk to you later.